What's up guys, ZiSotto here, and today we're taking a look at the skins for patch 5.24, Wielder of Excalibur, also known as Release Patch of King Arthur. As usual, we will go through these skins one by one with a front view and a back view, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how I feel about them, kind of, give my own opinion as well. Also, as usual, if you want more in-depth looks at a specific skin, I would recommend checking out Elu, who has always been doing these skin spotlights for each individual skin, and I'm sure he will be uploading these skins very soon as well. And with that, let's get started. The first one in the row is Cosmic Conqueror Hercules, which you see here. Another one of those cosmic skins. Let's look at his basic attacks first. And then let's look at his 2. And his 3. And his ultimate. Oh, that's pretty cool actually. And then the dash forward with the 1. Let's look at Cosmic Conqueror's Hercules abilities from the back. First of all, a little look at his walking animation though. You can see these little cosmoses, nebulas appearing under his feet, which I think is a little cool twist here. Basics are pretty much the default. This one, it seems has a small effect there, like a little circle going around, closing in, but nothing too special. The 2 on the other hand looks pretty cool. It has a bit of a different coloring. And some voice lines with that as well. The 3, not all too crazy either. But I really like the ultimate here. Oh, and it has this nice black hole effect at the end as well. That looks nice too. So, a little bit of cool stuff here and there. Not my favorite skin, because I'm really not a fan of Cosmic Conqueror to that extent, but I do think it has some nice unique features, and I guess Hercules' last skin I think is quite a while ago, so people may be interested in having something different, and I think this skin offers that.
Woo, 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 woo,
Right, so if you spam that, your teammates will hear you because it's super long.
Such splendor. You are worth keeping around. I am an eternal blessing in this meek galaxy. This armor was forged to contain my celestial brilliance. I see you have no such requirements.
Whoops, just covered that there, unfortunately. But I think, yeah, a solid skin, but not necessarily for me. Skin number 2 is Brimstone Cerberus. Another Cerberus skin that, to be honest, doesn't look all that different from the others that he has. Let's look at his 2 first. And then his 1. His ultimate. And now we can see the jump of the 3. With this one, we also have a unique walking animation, which does look kind of cool, a bit of a burning effect. On the other hand, if you look at the skin from above, you could also call it Trypophobia Cerberus. And if you don't know what that is, don't look it up, but I don't know. This may make some people a bit uncomfortable. Other than that, it just looks like Cerberus. Once again, nothing all too different here. Basic attacks, as usual. I think the sound effect is a little bit different. That's the 2, also nothing special here. Likewise with the 1. Just a bit fiery effects here, really. And then some fire on the ultimate.
Excellent. You did well. I am power incarnate. They smell delicious.
And let's look at the ult-on enemies here as well. No, nothing too crazy here either. So yeah, a kind of basic skin overall.
I am power incarnate.
I really don't know what to say about this other than it's alright.
Okay.
And let's quickly show off the ghost as well, just to show you that there's absolutely no difference. I thought they might have been different or anything, but just the default all the way there. Number 3 is Glacial Gaze Medusa. First Medusa skin that constantly has wings. This one looks pretty cool in my opinion. Let's look at the basic attacks. Also pretty cool effect there. And now the one, or the amplified basic attacks rather. And the 2. And let's see the ultimate and see if we can see the face. No, seems to be her normal face, actually. And then the 3. Glacial Gaze Medusa from the back also looks pretty cool. And what you can see here, what I think looks really cool, are the walking effects. This trail of northern lights, basically, I think it's supposed to reflect. At least it's like this purple, bluish hue that changes the ground also with some pattern at the same time. I really, really like that, as well as the wings, obviously. Let's look at her basics, so. A bit frozen here. Then we have the 1 here again. And the 2. The 3. And of course, the ultimate. Nothing too special in these effects here, and you can also see here no special emote. Unfortunately, we cannot hear the voice pack yet, as that's not in the game yet. But what we will do is we will look at the abilities on an Odin bot as well, because I think a lot of Medusa's abilities really only show their full effect once you have a target for them. And we'll do that with the 2 here. And of course with the ultimate. Looks pretty cool. Frozen statues there. Pretty cool style. Though not the coolest part of the skin. The coolest part of the skin, for me, of course, is the addition of the wings, as well as the general overhaul of the skin, just looking different, not taking off the mask, having the spiky tail and everything else. Number 4 is Dragon Keeper Discordia. This skin is actually pretty cool in my opinion, because instead of having wings, what you can see here is she has a dragon with his wings on the back, and that's kind of like carrying her around. I could show it like that. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. Let's go through the attacks, or the abilities first here. First, the basic attacks. Then the 1. The 2. The ultimate. See that better from the back. And then the 3. And now this skin also has a special emote, so we can look at that as well. I think that is pretty cute. Kind of a fun emote here. I think sometimes she seems to spin around as well, but well, you can move in that skin anyway, so you can spin around yourself. Dragon Keeper Discordia is the first one with no special walking effects here, but she's got a lot of other stuff going for her to make up for that. Basics are turned into burning fireballs.
Take them out.
And her 1 is turned into more fireballs. So, quite a lot of fire going on. The 2, on the other hand, is more of a, I guess, magical field with the leaves coming down there as well. And the 3 kind of continues this pattern. We also see the leaves falling from above, and we see the dragon pattern on the ground. So we have this theme between nature and dragons. And I was told to throw the ultimate against a wall so I could see it coming back, because apparently it's pretty funny.
It's your time to shine, Papa.
Okay, yes. I think that qualifies as pretty funny. So that is pretty cool. That's a pretty cool effect. And speaking of effects, she also has her special emote. She already saw from the front. This is what it looks like from the back. It's actually still pretty funny.
Yes! That was fantastic. You're one of a kind. We're the best. You are about to get charred.
So let's check out what the ultimate does here when we get it on a target. Also pretty cute. I really like the skin. I think this is one of my favorites from this patch, if not my favorite. Even though I'm typically not a fan of cutesy skins, I just like what design concept they went with here and how unique the skin is compared to many others. This is Blight Guardian Athena. The skin, in my opinion, looks pretty cool design-wise, though I'm not quite sure how necessary it was, because I think she already has quite a lot of cool skins. Let's look at the basic attacks. And the 2.
Come to me.
Oh, yeah, we can actually see the amplified basic attack here as well, so let's see that too. And then the 3.
Assemble!
Oh, I thought that was going to be different soldiers there. It's unfortunate. And then the 1 dash. That's a pretty neat effect. And then I guess, for the sake of having everything, let's also look at the ultimate. With Blight Guardian Athena, we have a walking pattern that I think I've seen a few times. I think the skin that Bakasura and Apuash and Izanami have now have like a similar visual effect. So this just seems to be reused for that, or just slightly modified. Then we have the normal basics. The charging effect of the 1, which looks quite a bit different. And even the dash effect, which looks pretty cool. She kind of disappears into this dash, whereas normally she's, I think, a bit more visible. This is kind of more like the, I would say, Sailor Moon inspired skin, where she just kind of transforms during the dash. I think this is actually one of the cooler effects on this skin in particular. And the taunt, also a bit different. So there's definitely a bit of, or a fair bit of effort with the visual effects. Though I do not understand why they did not go with a different design for the minions of the 3 here. And then of course we have our ultimate. I need to swap teams for that real quick. Just so you can see that as well. This is what the shield looks like with block stance. Always interesting as well to see how much change there's to that. Has like this glow to it, which I like. And the voice pack is this.
Woo-hoo. Most pleasing. Feel the corruption. There is no match. My agony shall be your agony.
So just a standard demonic theme here.
Be silent now.
Not quite as nice as the Bellona Torment one, but still a nice voice pack nonetheless. Overall, I think a good skin, just as I said many times, a skin where I'm wondering if it's necessary. By the way, if you're wondering how you can get the different skins, the Brimstone Cerberus and Glacial Medusa skin will be in a chest with, I think, 15 items, like mostly themed skins around that general idea. Whereas the Dragon Keeper Discordia and the Blight Guardian Athena will actually be the ones from the King Arthur event bundle, so they should be available for 900 gems with 2 extra items, which I think for these 2 skins is a pretty good deal considering how nice they are overall. As for the Hercules skin, I'm not quite sure, though it might also be in a chest. This is Excalibur's Light King Arthur. With this one, we're not going to show off everything because it's the same as the standard King Arthur animations, basically. So, just the same stuff, mostly him dashing forward in different ways. And for those of you who haven't seen them, we'll at least go through the animations from the back. They don't look very interesting from the front anyways. These are just his normal basic attacks. They automatically move him forward. That's the first one. That's the second one. First stance 2. Second stance 2. First stance 3. Second stance 3. And for the ultimate, we quickly had to charge that up first on the targets. So we're going to use the first version of the ult now. And here we have the second version of his ult. This is just a line stun. If you connect the 2 to a target, the following happens. Whereas all other abilities don't have any direct interaction with the enemies. And that is it for this video. With that, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope this gave you a good overview of the skin. If you're new to the channel, feel free to click the sub button and the bell, it really helps me out. And other than that, see you for the next one tomorrow. DukeSloth, out.